It has been way too long since I made a video, so I'm going to replay Stanley Parable. I've not played it for about 3 years, maybe so, and I've completely forgotten what it is. Well, not really, but I've been watching Severance as well recently, and it makes me want to play, so let's dive in and play a bit. I have played, yes. Please adjust until everything is barely... Yes. Ready. I hope you're ready too. I don't even know the time. Confirm. I'm ready. Ever the end is never the end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm gonna do all the things that I shouldn't do. Like look around, for instance. See what I can find under things. Can't find anything. I mean, I could crawl under here. I'd like to know what this wire is. It just seems to lead nowhere. Anyway. Yes.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
I haven't.
No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
They might.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
They would.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. That was the ending. Ending number 1. Alright. Oh, wait. Was this here before? Was I that unobservant that I didn't even see this paperwork? Okay. It's fine. Wait. Tap noise. Okay. Let's just come out here. Close the door. No. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. I hate Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Where are they? I see coffee, so they must have been here though. No? Number 1, Dad. Oh, I'm gonna try these doors. Oh.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
It might.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
It might. Okay. So if you haven't seen Severance, you should honestly watch it. I left it in the back burner for a while, but started it recently and completely obsessed, and this had the same kind of vibes. Oh. That was someone's work. Oh god, I'm sorry. Okay, that's fine. No one can blame me because no one is here and there is no cameras. Awaiting input. Okay, this is fine. One of these doors will open. Wait. One of these doors will open. Just a matter of persistence.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, definitely. That is why I made that decision. Oh. Me? Yes.
Ah, yes. Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep, that sure is a room. Can I get a drink?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
No, there's something here.
Really worth it.
If anyone can read this, what is the place?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy,
say the
and
lounge
reflected
has
poorly on his overall
spoke
personality.
to me, yes, but in a
it's
cryptic
possible
tongue.
that this is why everyone left.
The past that I can't read it. If anyone can read this watching this video, please let me know what that says.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
I was not
but
waiting.
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying. But at last,
Oh,
he'd had
there you
enough
go.
of the amazing room.
It was so
and
good.
took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
It was so good. Best room ever. Oh. Which way to go? Both look ominous, but I'll go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh man. Okay, this is fine. I love how I'm still doing keyboard tap noises when I'm trying to just tap stuff. Guess I brought my keyboard with me today. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off of the lift, 5,000. Oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I mean,
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
What?
but the
Where are we
fact is
going?
that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Wait.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who?
Someone you've forgotten about.
I don't even know you.
Please, Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
Okay.
To let her back into your life.
Yes.
She's been waiting.
Who? Who is she? I can't get through there. Fine, we're just gonna go through here. Oh. Okay, so that is just a void in there. Doesn't look like we can get anywhere else. Oh, you can open it again. Oh, just so decisions. Wait, you think I can just get down there? I'm just gonna try to jump. I don't think I can jump, but I'm gonna try anyway.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm very powerful. Okay, let's...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It could mean...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. Let's try that again, but there was a void door we need to go through.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, I completely did not hear that the first time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It's just beautiful. Right, let's try that again.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
He's so sultry how he
This
speaks.
is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Let's redeem ourselves.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Okay.
She's been waiting.
Let's go.
That's her, Stanley.
Okay.
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
But she's calling.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
That I'm
Come
lonely.
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I'm okay, thanks. I don't want to follow this weird-shaped mannequin. I'm just gonna go, but thanks.
Sorry,
No.
but you're in my story now.
No, I'm not. No, no, no. I'm just... It's these other doors, you see, and I could use them for many things. Okay, no. Oh my god. Great.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm alive. Good morning. Press P on your key. P.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
I don't have any lunch.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures.
Yes.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Why would I fantasize?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend some time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
I did.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
TM.
And down another was a game with a baby.
What?
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell the kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
You tell your wife you love her, Elle?
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be?
What?
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Those were different, actually.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
What if I do nothing? It's just...
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
Okay.
I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried.
Damn it! That was ending 2, I think. Or one of the endings. Anyway, that was part 1. There will be more parts to this series if you enjoyed what you see. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to this channel if you like what you see. Until next time, bye!